Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. We're going to be looking at 7 overlooked post-retirement opportunities. Now this is a video I've wanted to make for a long time. It's an observation that I've had with retirees and near retirement people that I think is just one of the most overlooked areas, and I don't see or hear many advisors talking about this. So I'm super excited to share this information with you today. Now, if you're new to this channel, hi everybody, my name is David. I'm an active advisor working with families, business owners, and individuals right across Canada. I make videos that are all based on education. There's no selling in these videos. It's really for your enjoyment and for your education in all areas of financial planning, retirement planning, estate planning. I talk about life insurance. If you're looking for just straightforward advice about how to achieve your financial goals, then you've come to the right channel. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so one of the things I want to just really preface this whole video about it, and that is it's post-retirement opportunities. If you're not in near retirement, it's okay. This should be some great information for you just to consider as you get closer to retiring. But this is really designed for anybody that is near retirement or in retirement. And so I just wanted to preface that right away. Now, this is one area that retirees stop doing when they get into retirement. And that is, well, they stop making money. I know you're going to say, well, of course, because we're retired, right? Well, the idea here is that you've worked your entire life, you've built up all this information, experience, knowledge, skill sets, and then you've acquired enough money that you can begin to retire, and you just full stop, never use those skills, that knowledge. I don't want to say it sounds bad, but it's kind of like you abandon that area of your ability in your mind. And I think, in my humble opinion, I would really like for retirees to continue to use that knowledge, that experience, the skill set, the toughness that you've had in all your working years, and do it in a way that is most beneficial to you on your timeline, your convenience, and really to take advantage of all that life experience in your hobbies, your interests, and your passions. So let's sort of dig into this. According to this 2019 Prudential report, 31% of independent contractors, we'll call them gig workers, are baby boomers. And 34% of boomers who work only as contractors are retirees. So what we're really talking about today is turning your passions into an income source. Have a look at this slide here. This is really sharing with you a RIF. You know that an RSP, you convert it to a RIF, and that's an income stream that you're going to have at retirement. Let's say it was $500,000. You can see here that $500,000 will produce about $20,000 throughout your retirement. It will increase over time as you have to take out more money in retirement. So what I'm really trying to ask you is this: which is easier at age 65, for you to save an additional $500,000 or earning $20,000? Now, I will say this video isn't really about or designed for people who need to make more money in retirement because they don't have sufficient money. Of course, this is going to be extremely useful for that segment of the population. What I'm really talking about is just taking advantage of not dropping this information that you've built up all throughout your lifetime, to actually take advantage of it and sort of monetize your hobbies and your interests and your passions. Okay, that's what this video is all about. Okay, so let's examine 7 overlooked post-retirement opportunities. The first one is unlock your home.
Get out of my house.
Now, I don't mean inviting thieves, right, in, or silver-tongued devils or anything like that. What I'm talking about is really you're sitting on $1.5 to $3 million of equity in your home. It's likely been paid off because if you're considering retiring, or if you're in retirement, it's likely that your mortgage is paid off. So you're actually sitting on an asset that is producing zero income other than the fact that real estate values have been going up. That's not going to change. Real estate values, let's say they continue to go up, you still have $1.5 million to $3 million of actual equity, cash that you could be using to deploy into just about anything you want to do. And that's what we're going to examine. So one thing is you could rent out your home on Airbnb. And if you go on Airbnb, you'll see here that they actually will tell you in your area how much your home or other homes are renting, either for a month, for a night, and the average number of nights that a home in your area would rent out for. So if you think about this, close to $3,000 a month, or $121 per night, and an average of 24 nights a month booking. And this is just in my area, right? So what we're really saying is, let's say you're a snowbird and you're away for 5 months. Your home is sitting empty. Either your home, your condo is sitting empty for 5 months. You could be renting that house out, and likely, how much it costs for you to go away for a month, you're going to recoup that money just from actually renting out your home. Okay, you could flip your home. Now, are you married to the neighborhood that you're in now? Your kids are gone. You've quit your job. You've retired from your job, so you don't need to live in a certain community because of your employment. It's closer for that commute. Your kids are no longer going to the high schools that you had to be close to. So, and maybe even some of your friends have moved on as well because their retirement plans had taken them away as well. So are you actually needing to live in the community that you're in? Maybe you have parents that are nearby and you want to take care of your parents. But let's say, for instance, there's nothing really holding you in that postal code. Well, this is something that you might want to consider and say, do we need to be in this home now? It served the purposes. It provided us a home to raise our children, and now we're ready. We could live anywhere, right? We could go anywhere. It doesn't mean that you have to live even in Canada. You could flip your home and move somewhere else for a couple years and then move again. For some people, this would be not what's part of your retirement plan. Maybe your retirement plan was to live in your home for as long as you could because of all the memories. It's comfortable and you don't like change. For those people who don't mind change and see this as an opportunity, you could sell that house, go into a new construction, live in that home for a little while, and then sell that house and move to another area. It could be a different province, just could be a different part of the province. So just consider that, for instance. Mortgage lending. This is actually very popular. I have several clients that do this. You're sitting on a non-registered amount of cash. You may have sold your home and you've got this cash sitting there. And so really what we're talking about is you go to a mortgage broker or to a company that lends out money. You could do this personally yourself. So there's 3 different ways you could do this. But essentially, think about this. If you don't think it's popular, $50 billion was lent out by non-bank lenders. You may want to diversify away from the stock market if you've got some money that is, as I said before, you've sold your house and you're sitting on some capital and you're concerned about market fluctuations. This is a way to diversify some of your money away from the stock market. Interest rates are rising, and in a rising interest rate, obviously qualifying for mortgages is much more difficult for a segment of the population. And so this presents an opportunity for you to get into the lending environment. Again, it can be you lending money personally, but it could be in most cases that I've seen where you're actually giving money to a professional lending company with lawyers and contracts and so on, and they do all that for you, and you get a rate of return. That rate of return is anywhere from 6 to 15%, even higher in some cases, but that's really controlled by the quality of the person who is borrowing the funds, right? That's where that lending rate comes in, and that's your rate of return. Okay, leverage your knowledge. I love this one. This is especially important, as I said, leading into this video, and that was you've worked your entire life and built up all this experience. Well, a lifetime of knowledge and expertise. You could develop an online course. During COVID, people weren't able to go to part-time studies or take courses or go to workshops. And so they had to go online, and they've become extremely receptive to learning online. And if anybody has done an online course and experienced like a good session, they're going to want to just adopt that, and that'll be the way that they learn a lot of the way going forward. If you've got this information, you can just put your information online. Teachable comes to mind as a software program that allows you to build courses online. And if you've seen any of this online, you can see that it is a very convenient way to learn, and it's very simple. This couple, for instance, built this online course, and people are able to pay for this course 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You're making money. You could be a consultant, a mentor, a coach, a tutor. These are areas that don't require a lot of your time. You're going to build your own schedule and decide how much you want to commit to doing that. Rent out your garage. Well, here's like a curveball for you. If you look around your community, you will see that storage facilities is a huge business right across North America. They're companies that are building storage facilities because it is a massive opportunity in that genre. Well, you've got this garage sitting there that could be empty. Maybe you've gone from a 2-car family to a 1-car family. Maybe you're not driving anymore. Maybe you've got a long driveway that could be used for parking. Whether you're in a condo or a home, people need to store their goods, and they could be in between homes, and they're looking for cheap, affordable storage, or even just a parking space. You could earn $200 or $400 a month just renting out your garage or a parking space in your driveway. Monetize your hobby. I love this one. This is so awesome. Think about a passion, an interest, a hobby. This is so easy. Something that you do because you just love doing it, but all of a sudden people are interested in this. So this particular person that I know is very handy, actually skillful here, making all kinds of things out of wood, cabinets and trays and tables and places to hang your hat and your jackets. He was doing this for just his neighbors in the community. He just loved doing this, and his neighbors would say, "Hey, I need this for my house. Could you make that?" And he would make that. A local business said, "These would be awesome in our business, and we have this, what we're trying to do with our community. I think if you put these in here, that would be a great opportunity for you." Wasn't really looking to be in business, but that actually morphed into a massive business shipping merchandise right across Canada. So a passion, a hobby that was something just sort of like tinkered around with became a business in retirement, working on their own time. Mind you, if you're shipping things across Canada, you probably have a schedule now of working, but you can see something as simple as this became a business for someone. Narrating audiobooks. I actually know someone who narrates audiobooks on their own time. It's really not a huge commitment. Was able to just go and have like a schedule says, could you come in on a Tuesday once a month and narrate some audiobooks for us? Pretty simple way to earn some extra money during retirement. Become a YouTube star. Now I'm going to say this very carefully. Becoming a YouTube star is actually not as easy as it sounds, but it is a lot of fun once you get used to knowing how to do videos. And it's actually kind of interesting. Think of something that you are doing that if you were to share. Our whole life right now, social media, is built around that people want to share what they're doing in their daily life. I want to introduce you to this grandmother. Her videos have gone viral. She has 4 million subscribers. Her videos have been seen by almost 400 million video views. She just is sharing with you and us how she's cooking, what she's cooking, and maybe some little anecdotes and stories along the way. She makes about $200,000 a year, as you can see here, and that's without any endorsements. This is just advertisements that play while her videos are going. So think about what you might be able to do that if you shared it with people over time might be a very interesting way for you to make money during retirement. Now, it's not only about the money. This is really one of the key things that I want to share with you today. And it's not only about the money. It's really about your well-being, your ability to feel like you've accomplished something. It's your emotional health. It's your brain health. It's akin to doing mental gymnastics, the way I say it. Keeping yourself active, involved, having a network of people that you communicate with, that you meet with, that you share information with. This is really about cognitive decline. A new study putting off retirement until age 67 helped with issues of cognitive decline. Participation in the workforce has the fortuitous unintended consequence of slowing the rate of cognitive decline. So yes, it's true that you could be active and make money in some of the things that you're doing, but it's also about staying sharp, staying active, keep working that brain. Well, everybody, I want to say thanks so much for tuning in today's video. I enjoyed sharing this information. I also want to always end my videos by saying we take care of your wealth management so you can take care of what's most important to you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Here's my contact information. If you have any questions, please put your comments below. I want to hear what you think about this video. I think it's so important for us to always remain focused on what are the opportunities in front of us. How do you stay connected? How do you continue to keep learning even through your retirement? Again, thanks very much for tuning into this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.